Well, not many of us can just jump on an airplane and go to these exotic areas around the world. However, you can read your way around the world and you can be whoever and do whatever you want. And I have just an amazing author to join us right now. Her name is L.A. Florrie, and Lucy wrote Europe on a G string. This is going to be a fun interview. Welcome, Lucy.
Suzanne, thank you so much for having me on your show, and welcome to cold Australia.
I know, it's crazy. It's summer here in America. It's winter in Australia, and we were just kind of sharing about the temperatures. But that's the beautiful thing, is that we are from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
But this book unites us, and we can be anywhere in the world we want through reading. And especially, man, we can be who we want, do what we want. Let's talk about this Europe on a G-string book.
Sure. Okay, so my girlfriends and I, we quit our full-time jobs and we thought, let's go on a wild, crazy trip. So we jumped on a plane. We didn't quite know where we were going. We just
This is for real. This is for real? You did this?
Yes, we did. We just thought, to hell with it. Let's go overseas. So we quit.
Okay. So you don't know where you're going and go on.
We don't know where we're going. We just knew we wanted to have some fun. So we booked our flight in a northerly direction because we knew we wanted to go to the Northern Hemisphere. So we flew to Singapore. And then two of my girlfriends went on to Athens. I stayed in Singapore because I'd never actually been there before. So there's a little bit of a story attached to the Singapore sector, which you'll read, which is quite fun. And then I went to London to pick up 3 girlfriends who were coming to Greece with us. Meanwhile, the other 2 girls, they made their way down to Rhodes, and I flew down with my 3 girlfriends from London, and we all met up in Rhodes. Then we went to a little village called Lindos, which is so picturesque one day. Oh, look, everyone should go to Lindos. It's so beautiful. And that's where our journey really began. And the crazy things that happened to us, Suzanne, some people would say you wouldn't read about it, but hey, now you can. So when we got back to Australia 6 months later, and we were telling our stories to everybody, the crazy situations, the crazy people we met, everyone said, you've got to write a book. And I thought, oh, yeah, okay, I'll write a book. But, you don't, you just sort of carry on with life.
Right.
Then years went by and I thought about the book many times, and I thought if I did write a book, it was going to be called Europe on a G-string. I guess because we wore G-strings in Europe back in the day. Uh-huh. And also we didn't have much money at the time. And so when you do something on the cheap, you do it on a shoestring.
Right. It kind of a double meaning. Yes.
Yeah. So there was kind of that connotation to it as well. So it was always going to be Europe on a G-string. Anyway, one day I picked up a magazine and I read my stars, just something to do. And you wouldn't believe it. It said, if you're thinking of writing that book, now is the time. And I thought, oh my goodness, the book. So wow. I went into my home office, I switched on the computer and I started to type, and the memories came flooding back. And I just couldn't stop typing. I was just typing about I think because we talked about our stories so often.
Yeah, they were fresh.
They were fixated in my brain.
Yeah.
So I just started typing, and seriously, Suzanne, it just flowed and flowed and flowed, and I couldn't stop typing. I thought, hey, this is the book I was meant to write years ago, and I'm writing it now. But there's always a time for everything, and hopefully this is the time for this book. And I really believe, and especially during COVID times, and I don't know how you're going in the States, but there's still COVID here.
Sure.
A lot of people aren't traveling. And so I think it's the perfect book to sit down in your armchair or in the garden or wherever and take yourself on a journey. Dream your way to Europe by reading my book. You don't even have to go.
The thing I love about the way it's written, it feels like you're a girlfriend on the journey with you. Was that on purpose? How did you do that?
Oh, I don't know. It just as I said, it was just flowing.
Wow.
And I just want people to feel a part of this book.
Yes.
I think for those people who love to read about fun, adventure, and romance, Europe on a G-string is for you. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the author. I've read it a few times now, and each time I read it, I just get so excited and I think, yay, I want to go to Europe again. And I just think it takes you on a journey of passion, of, can I say, some unabashed sex and romance.
Yes, yes, you can. It's a great way for us to escape. We can't realistically get away for 6 months. We have spouses, we have families, we have responsibilities, but you
We
open
do.
that book, and all
We
of a
do.
sudden, you're in a different world.
I think so. I do
Mhm.
believe that. And of course, that's really what I want the reader to feel, that like they're on a journey with us.
Mhm.
And so they will experience the beautiful countries we went to and the wonderful people we met. Some not so wonderful.
Right, right.
But
People
that's,
are people, yes.
yeah, I mean, that's the joy of traveling, isn't it?
Yes.
You just go out on a limb. You don't know what's going to happen, who you're going to meet, where you're going to end up.
What's gonna
And we
happen?
didn't know, yeah, we didn't know where we were going to end up. And I think it was spontaneous. And
Mm.
even the bad times were good times, if you know what I mean, because you're experiencing an adventure, and adventures
Absolutely.
aren't smooth along the way. You
So
do.
Lucy, you have to share a story. Share one of your favorite stories from the book.
Okay, one of my favorite stories is when we got to Venice, and we'd been through a lot by the time we got to Venice, believe you me, the crazy situations. But we thought we were almost home and host. I mean, we were close to London, which was our destination. We were
Mhm,
going to work in London.
mhm,
Anyway, we got to Venice, which of course is so beautiful.
mhm.
And we checked into a hotel and we got changed and went for a walk in those beautiful cobblestone streets and across the little ornate bridges.
Mhm.
And we were just looking in a shop window, looking at the various things we could buy and, souvenirs, that sort of thing. And through the reflection, we saw three policemen standing behind us. And we're kind of like nudging each other, going, look out, three
Well,
policemen here, nice looking.
yes.
Anyway, we turned around and they said, "Oh, hello, Bellas." And we said, "Oh, hello."
Hello to you too.
Yes. And they said, "Oh, would you like to come for a drink with us?" And we're thinking, why not? We're single. We said, see, thank you, sort of thing. So anyway, they said, follow us. So we thought, this is really good. They're taking us for a nice drink. So we're following them. And they're taking us around all these like different little cobblestone streets and across the ornate bridges. And we're thinking, hang on, we've passed a lot of cafes and little
Right.
bars along the way. Where are they taking us? Anyway, we continued to follow them. And then they took us down this really quiet lane. And we're thinking, what's going on? Then they said, Bellas, you wait here for a momento. So we said, okay. So they went into this it looked like a little boutique hotel or something. Anyway, we're outside thinking, what on earth are they doing inside? So I thought, right, I'm going in. I'm going to find out
Yeah,
what's going on.
right,
They
right.
walked in and there they are. There's a guy at reception going, no, no, like this, waving his hands around. And we're thinking, what the heck? I
He's
said,
getting upset. Yeah.
excuse me, what's going on here? In my Italian accent, which wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, Bellas, we can't find a room for the afternoon. I said, what are you talking about? I thought we were going for a drink. So anyway, I said, no, sorry, we don't even know you. We thought it's
Right.
a drink. So we fled. But guess what, Suzanne? They fled too. They were chasing us.
No.
I swear,
And there were policemen.
they were policemen.
Oh my
We
gosh.
ran all the way to St. Mark's Square. They were still hot on our heels.
Wow.
This guy, this cop, got hold of me, swung me around and said, Bella, why you run away from me? I said, hello, I thought we were going for a drink. We're not going to have, what you think we might want
Right,
to do.
right.
So I made up some story that my husband was at the hotel and he was waiting for me. I said, look, I'm married with a child, but he still persisted saying, I just wanted to sleep with you,
Oh
even though
my,
he knew I was married with a child.
oh my gosh.
Uh,
Wow.
so that's just one story, which was hilarious.
Out of many,
Yes,
out
out
of
of
many.
many. Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So I just really hope that readers, I think they will. I don't hope. I think they will really enjoy this journey because they will come with us.
Yes.
I'm hoping that it will unleash an inner passion. I hope it will bring out of them the desire to travel again.
Mhm. Mhm.
We can travel now. I've just come back from Bali. I went
Mhm.
there for 2 weeks and it was fantastic. And even though there weren't many people there, visitors were starting to come back, mainly from
Yes.
Australia because Bali is our neighbor. But I'm actually going back to Europe in August this year. So I'm pumped, Suzanne.
Very nice. I mean, what a wonderful life to be able to experience people and different cultures and just see different things historical and just to interact with people from around the world is such a gift. And really you've given that gift to us to be able to go with you. And I think that's so special. And this book is specially dedicated to someone. Who
Well,
who
firstly, it's dedicated to my dearly departed parents,
Mhm.
um, who were very out there kind of people. They used to be actors and singers on stage during the Second World War when my dad came back.
Wow.
But it's also, Suzanne, dedicated to everyone who has a story to tell.
Mm.
And all of you guys out there, I know you've got a story to tell.
Mm.
Tell it. Just do it. I mean,
Yeah.
for years, I procrastinated.
Yes.
And now I've decided to write the book. And strangely enough, because I was given that push from reading my stars that day, which is crazy, I know, but
Yes.
it did give me the push to go in there, turn on the computer and start to type. So, guys
Wow.
out there, please, it's easy. You just need to start typing and bring your thoughts to the foreground and it will flow.
Be brave, take that chance and see where it goes because everybody's got a story.
And I think it's a time now, hey, let's all be brave.
Yeah.
Let's all lose our inhibitions. Let's all go on this crazy wild adventure because
Yeah.
life passes us by before we know it. We're a little
It
older.
sure does. Life is so
Mm,
precious. I was just thinking about that today.
it is, Susan.
Every moment.
Every
Capture every moment. Yeah.
moment
Yeah.
is special. And so I think it's been sad during COVID where people couldn't travel. But
Yeah.
now you can through my book. And hopefully it will unleash the passion. And I think even for some readers, it might even take them back to their youth
Yeah.
um, when they were single and they did have fun. And I think it will just jog a few memories too, as well as maybe encouraging new memories.
Mhm.
You know, when
Absolutely.
I think new memories, yeah, I'm going to be making new memories in August when I go back to Europe myself. So
Lucy,
maybe
I'm thinking about how much fun this would be for a married couple or couples to read with each other.
I think so.
That's
I think
very,
so.
very sexy and fun.
Look, it is a
Yeah.
little bit sexy, I have to
Yeah.
say.
Yes.
Um, hey, why not? I mean, that's why we're all here, isn't it?
That's
Because of
right.
you know what?
Yeah.
And it's fun, it's adventurous, and please,
Yeah.
everybody, just take yourself on the wild ride.
Yes.
I really believe it's a bit of a wild ride, and
Absolutely.
these beautiful countries that we go to. And if people can't travel, yeah, read the book and you will
Open
be
the book.
open the
L.A. Florrie. Yes, Europe on a G-string. And Lucy, we want people to consider purchasing the book, but then also leave you a review. Reviews are very important. Let her know.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
People can purchase my book through my publisher,
Mhm.
which is Ex Libris, Xlibris, Ex Libris. They've been
Mhm.
fantastic.
Mhm.
Also Amazon, of course. You can buy the book there and Barnes and Noble, all those great places where you can buy books.
Very wonderful.
Yeah, I do have a website. I must say I haven't really kickstarted it yet, but I will be very soon. So you can visit the website and find out a little bit about me and the book. And that's www.laflorrie.com.
Very
So there's
good.
a few little places where you can go and have a little look.
Sounds good. Lucy, it was a joy to talk to you. Thank you. And maybe we'll talk again after your August trip with a second book.
Yes, I hope so. It's Friday here, of course. And this has been a
Yes.
good way to finish my working week. I'm off to work shortly, and I'm going to be pumped when I get to work saying, I just spoke to Suzanne Lynn.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm so glad that you were able to share this with your fans and people who are thinking about purchasing it. Do it. You won't regret it. Go for a trip around the world. Lucy, have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. It's been a pleasure. Bye for now.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.